Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel today, wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thanks for watching. I have been traveling, I have been moving house, hence the echo. I want to give you forewarning. I know the last video that I did about 4 days ago, since I've been traveling, there was a strong echo. Some likened it to being in a tunnel or in an empty room with no furniture. It was the latter, an empty room with no furniture. Furniture is still arriving, still being set up. There still is a little bit of an echo here that I noticed today, so just bear with me as that gets resolved and we get fully relocated. So I do appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in and bearing with these videos as I get them out to you. There has been a few days that I have not filmed. That has been the reason why, but I have been active in the Tribal Trades Discord on a daily basis. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people. And of course, does help support the channel, as does your wonderful comments. Even the comments about the echo help the YouTube algorithm and helps get this content out to more people there. So I appreciate each and every single one of you there. Today, we're going to talk about the failed breakout from Bitcoin, what I see happening next. And of course, hopefully you've already smashed that like button. So let's go to some of the news here. We do see here that there is the failed breakout rejection there. The tariff news obviously coming through with 25% tariffs on not made in the USA autos. I think that was pretty hard for the market. What also was hard for the market is Jim Cramer saying the market may be far healthier than we think. Oh no, what was bound to happen? As soon as people saw the headline, it's sell, sell, sell. That's the sell signal, the inverse Cramer. Who trades on the inverse Cramer? It's pretty much almost guaranteed when he says buy, you should sell. And when he should sell, you should be buying there. Let's look at the Bitcoin charts here. And what we do see is we see the 20 EMA on the weekly. There was the rejection. And this is what I shared about in the Discords. And I gave some great setups in the Discords, giving plays there every day on crypto and also stocks, and all of those pretty much have been playing out beautifully. That really does pay for the price of the Discord. One of the trades that I gave in on the live, we do live trading sessions, was Sui at $2.25 entry. We took it together as a community on the live trading sessions, and then I informed the community I was selling at $2.79 yesterday, and that turned out to be a very good decision because it's already back at $2.54 there. Okay, so just some great information being shared in the Discord, the Tribal Trades Discord. If you want to find out how you can join that, it is a closed and exclusive trading group. We do live trading sessions with me every single week. It's via Zoom, so you can interact with me. You can stay anonymous, of course, and we can talk, ask questions, learn how to trade. And of course, I give all those setups every day in the Discord there as well. There's also the Stocks with Josh Discord. That information is all below in the description of this video. You might need to just click the more button, that will pop out, and there's an email address where you can contact me on how to join the Tribal Trades Discord. And then of course the Stocks with Josh Discord, that's open and there are links there. You can sign up right away. And I have my own Crown Traders channel in there where I share education, insights, some of my trade setups, resources, and of course entertainment, because this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? And you can be entertained even when the market's going down, because I teach people how to short the market and long the market using leverage. And you can learn how to do that in the Discord. We even have the Leverage Lounge, which never sleeps. There are still people trading in there at 2 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. I call it AKA the party zone, as people are making money no matter what the market is doing. You can make money learning to on the way down and also on the way up. I'm currently in a Bitcoin short that I entered at 85,150, which is off the 9 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. But what I want to look at here is the bigger picture of when Bitcoin consolidating between these two areas here. Clearly, look at this. And this was one of the levels I gave you to the downside. But I said when we lost 90, way back when we lost 90, that I said, danger. If we lose 90, there's nothing there. It's just straight up, and we're just going to go straight down. And I said the 50 EMA on the weekly, that's where it got to. And that would have been a good entry to buy and pick up some Bitcoin or open up a long to ride it to the upside, or a swing trade, a day trade, a scalp, however you like trading. And then when it got to the 20 EMA, which is really just below the 50-day moving average, sitting at just below 90,000, but the 20 EMA on the weekly is sitting at 88,500, and the 50 EMA on the weekly is 77,800. So now what do I think? Well, there was a pretty hard rejection off the 20 EMA on the weekly at the 8. That would have been a great place to short it. However, I was sleeping. So I woke up, I got this trade here, and I'm currently in that trade. Now, if it flips that 85,150 level, I'll flip long, and I'll probably long that back up to a possible retest of 85,500, 85,500, 85,700. It could come back up to retest, reject off there before then coming down. At the moment, if we don't get back above and they're pretty much together right now, the 200 EMA on the daily and the 200-day moving average now are pretty much together. If we don't get back above that 85,700 level, then I would expect us to come all the way back down to 50 EMA on the weekly, which is at 77,500. It'll be a little bit higher by the time it gets to it, unless it gets to it today, of course, unless we see a monumental dump. So if you look here, as I'm going down through the time frames, we broke below those levels, but we didn't really see a retest. Usually we do see a retest. So I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't, not on the hour, not on the 15-minute time frame either. We haven't seen that retest there. We broke down, but we haven't come back and retested it. So this is where I shorted from here, as you can see, off the 9 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. And of course, we could come back up here, and this would be another good place on a rejection here at the 200 EMA on the daily or at the 200-day moving average. Rejects there, can go short, and might be able to ride that all the way down to what I would consider to be the bottom of where we're currently trading in, which is that 77,600, but it'll be a little bit higher. It might be 78, 79 by the time it gets down there. Of course, we do have the Fibonacci at 83,100. That could be a first stop there. And sometimes you see it come down, go up, reject, and then come further down, or go down, come up, reject. And we got the tribal trades trend line, one line to rule them all. We have a member in the Discord that is now drawing the trend lines, and they're doing a great job sharing those trend lines. So shout out to that member there. I believe it's Donut, aka Donut, is sharing the donut trend line. One donut trend line to rule them all. It just makes me want to have donuts, actually. So as we come down, so there you go. And then, of course, it's 79. And it's quite possible that this 50 EMA on the weekly could be up to here at some point. So just keep an eye on it. That's why I always have those levels marked on my charts for that reason. Now, look, if we do break back above these 50, 200 EMA on the daily and the 200 simple moving average around that 85,500 level, then that would be a position where you could go long. I'll flip long all the way back to the 20 EMA on the weekly, back to 88,500. That would be a nice long, and that's possible. Maybe we get some good news, some tariffs. Maybe one of the other countries come back and say, hey, we're going to end this tariff war. Let's look at the yellow brick road here. We're going to follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And on the shorter time frame, man, do we have some bright yellow gold. The yellow brick road is to the upside. Maybe we do get some short-term bounce. Maybe this is a fake out before a breakout. Possibly it's a bear trap. But we could come a little bit lower here. We do have this 47, 43 million downside. There's a lot to the upside there, though. But, you know, I feel like there's been more of an inclination to watch what's happening to the downside. So you can see here that could be left behind, because there's a lot down here at 84, 83,000, even down to 82,000 on the week time frame. Let's look at the monthly time frame here, and we have a lot to the downside. Yes, it's brighter, and yes, there is more to the upside, more pockets of liquidity there. Look, the 153 million down there, but you can see you come all the way down to 80,000, and there's still many millions of dollars. And when we jump to the 6-month time frame, this is where you're going to see how much the market makers can really be getting at this point. So now if you look down here at 74,000, 75,000 billions of dollars, 76,000, 1.52 billion dollars. On those other time frames we're looking, it was like 30 million. And so, 30, 50, 150 million. This is 10 times that amount, sitting 3.65 billion, sitting at 76,500. So hold on to your hats, because if you go down, we could go down pretty hard to these levels, 3.33 billion down at 74. But the good news is, the good news is, the silver lining is there's way more to the upside at 95 billions and billions of dollars, all the way up to 100,000, 5.73 billion, 2.64 billion, 2.3, 1.8 billion, all the way up. In fact, you go all the way up to 109,000, and you've got $5.6 billion. So there's way more liquidity to the upside. This could get left behind. This to the downside, this 73 to 76,000 area could get left for the bear market. It could get left behind. If it's me, I'm not leaving it behind. If I'm the market maker, I'm coming and get it, but I'm not the market maker. But we could see, we may not come down to get there. The fact that everybody was saying, oh, we're going down there, and it looks likely to go down to 73 and 69. And look, we could get all the way down to 64 there, and there are billions and billions of dollars down there as well that can just be left behind for a later time. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens there. But that's the way that I'm playing it at the moment. Like I said, I'm currently short and I'm currently ahead. I'm up on that Bitcoin play. I'm short from 85,150. I would also be short from 85,500 or 85,700 on the rejection of those levels, but I would flip long. You also have the 20 EMA on the daily at 85,800. So between that 85,500 and 85,800, there are a lot of moving averages and EMAs there. And I would look to flip long, like I did flip long here and shared in the Discord about flipping long and going long up to these levels, and then short down from here. And again, now short. And we could, I think, at least ride this one down to 83,140. If we go down to the smaller time frames there, looking for what kind of levels that we could see there. Really, it's just that Fibonacci that I see. I don't see any major EMAs or MAs there as support. So 83,100 would be my first stop. Tribal Trades trend line at around 82 right now. And then obviously 79, and then down to the 50 EMA on the weekly, currently at 77,600. Well, that wraps it up for today. I've missed you all for these last 4 days while I've been traveling and moving, but I appreciate all of your support and love. And of course, until I see you all in the next episode, or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.